Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Khalik. One thing we have talked about a lot here on our channel, that is emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence is being talked about everywhere where the people are taught how to be happy and how to lead a good life. We here on our channel have also spoken a lot on the subject as well, why it is important and what are the symbols and symptoms that a person is having the emotional intelligence, and even how to develop it. Today we are going to look upon it from a different angle, and today we are going to look upon how can we understand whether a person is having it or not. Rather, it is, if someone displays these 10 behaviors, if someone displays these 10 behaviors, they lack emotional intelligence. What are those 10 behaviors which does indicate that the person is not having it? Let's look upon all of those 10. First of all, the author says lack of empathy. What is this empathy? Being, trying to put ourselves into the shoes of someone else, trying to put ourselves at a place someone is having, and then only trying to understand, trying to feel what would have been my feelings that if I were at their place. What would have been my feelings if I were at their place? What I would have done if I were at their place? So that is a kind of it does generate kind heartedness. I think that a person who does not have it mean they lack the emotional intelligence. Number two, difficulty handling criticism. Criticism, we are criticized every now and then. We are criticized every now and then, and we should be able to handle it. We should be able to manage it, because that is something quite normal, that is something quite ordinary. But if at all we are unable to handle and to manage it, it means that a person is lacking the emotional intelligence. Number 3, over emotional responses. All the humans, we are emotional up to an extent, but letting the emotions overwhelm us, that's not good at all. It does not go into our interest at all. We should not be a person like that, because emotions must be kept under the control. Wherever we do have to react, we should be doing that sensibly. We should be doing that in a positive manner, so that later on we don't have to bear the consequences of it. Emotional, over emotional responses. Number 8, ignoring others feelings. We should not ignore the feelings of the other people, dear friend. And if at all we do have the feeling, and we want our feelings to be taken seriously and to be understood by the other person in the same manner, I think that we too should be able to understand the feelings of the other people. We have no right to ignore the feelings of the others. Now, the number 5 is emotional inflexibility. Emotional inflexibility. Flexibility is good. Flexibility is good. We must be having it. But having emotional inflexibility, I think that's not good. That's not fair, and it's not good for we ourselves. And that's what we should try to develop it. Number 6, insensitivity to others' pain. Insensitivity to others' pain. That's also, we need to be a bit sensitive, if not much. We should be a bit sensitive, if not much, about the pain of the other people. That's why we can only become a good human being. Number 7, inability to manage stress. Stress too is somewhat unavoidable. Stress is unavoidable as well, but we should reduce the happening of it. We should be taking much less stress, but at the same time we should learn how to manage it, how to handle the stress. And now the eighth is difficulty apologizing. Sometimes we do have to apologize because we were wrong, because our bad attitude, our bad reaction are due to any mistake or negligence of ours. Somebody had to face the trouble, and in that context, it is really important to seek the apology from the other people. And once we are seeking the apology from other people, we should be prepared for that mentally. And if at all somebody don't find oneself able to apologize from the other people, that's bad. Number 9, missing social cues. Missing social cues, what you are being expected, what you are being demanded, or what kind of atmosphere, what the other people are doing. Mean, if at all they're laughing, we need to be a bit able to laugh. If at all they're crying, we should be at least putting a kind of impression upon our face that I'm crying too. Or if at all there is a humor going on, I think that we should be having a bit of sense of humor as well. So that is being able to understand what the people around you are feeling. And then now the number 10 is self-centeredness, being so selfish. I think that we should not be that much selfish at all, and we need to look after the feelings, the needs of the other people as well. And the self-centeredness, that is definitely bad. It should be avoided. So these are the 10 signs that somebody is lacking the emotional intelligence. And dear friends and fellows, it is the emotional intelligence which is by far the most important thing ever for a human being. Thank you.